It seems to me, having, used the drug myself many years ago, he seems like he's on cocaine to me. I don't know that. I have no evidence of it. I hear a lot of people say that. Have you heard that?
I've heard it.
A lot or just in passing?
Oh, no, I've heard a lot, but I can't say it. I have no evidence. And
I don't either.
Yeah.
I hear it a lot, including from people in Europe who know him. Again, no. But is that widely believed in Ukraine? Do you know?
I believe it is, but again, I hesitate. I don't like ad hominem comments.
No. But you look at the guy and you're like, there's something wrong.
Right, guys, it's all kicking off now. So Zelensky clearly is on something. Now, I'll let you be the judge from the following clips, but it is obvious there's something going on. And then secondly, it's all kicking off on Twitter at the moment. So Trump's just tweeted a huge tweet against Zelensky, basically calling him a dictator, which is something that Tucker talks about. But weirdly, you've got Reform Rupert Lowe and then conservative Kemi Badenoch coming out saying he's not a dictator. But from the following clips, you're going to see the guy's a dictator, and not only that, he's on drugs. So, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the best guy in the world to me, but I'll let you be the judge.
Today, we're going to discuss how to spot a cocaine addict. People using cocaine often exhibit some telltale signs: dilated pupils, erratic behavior, nervousness, and anxiety.
Some of the physical signs of cocaine use are frequent sniffling and a runny nose, bloodshot eyes.
Look for signs of nasal stress. Because many users administer cocaine by snorting it through the nose, one of the telltale signs of cocaine use is nasal stress.
Over time, snorting cocaine may cause nosebleeds, impaired sense of smell, trouble swallowing, and one's nose to...
Mr. President, I just returned from several areas along the front line in the south and in the east, and soldiers there told me they have to ration their ammunition. They don't have enough weapons to advance. They can only defend themselves. In some cases, they're losing.
See, what I find interesting is his process. So is he going down to the corner to meet his drug dealer, jumping in the car and saying, look, I'll just get 3 grams, please, mate. Pops home, goes out the next day, just going to the toilet. Like, this is Zelensky. He's at war. He's got his little green tracksuit on. Where is he keeping it? It's fascinating. I'd love to know. Anyway, Trump's come out, massive tweet. He's gone against Zelensky, basically saying he's a dictator, saying how he is funneling money, taking all the money, 350 billion. He's lost half of it. We all know where that's gone. That's gone into his pocket and into the pocket of the war machine, the warmongers. So it's a big tweet. People in the UK have come out. Some people like Kemi Badenoch and Rupert Lowe, they're saying he's not a dictator, which I don't really get, because normally Rupert Lowe's pretty spot on, but I think it's quite clear he is. Here's Tucker talking about it.
Above 4%. And they're saying, oh, that's crap. It's 60%.
Right. So the president said that Zelensky had an approval rating of 4%.
Right. I'm sorry. So I say to myself, Mr. Zelensky can't argue the numbers because he is in a police state. He has no media. He has no opponents. He just cited for treason 2 or 3 of the most important people in Ukraine, including his predecessor, Poroshenko. He's done everything he can to mobilize forces to destroy any hope of freedom or opposition. He hasn't held an election. He is, in fact, under their constitution, out of time. He should be out of office. He has no constitutional mandate.
Well, he's the definition of a dictator. He's an unelected strongman who's eliminated his opposition.
And he's trying to argue about how popular he is. Well, I'm sorry. There's this old expression, res ipsa loquitur. It speaks for itself.
Yeah.
If you're popular, you don't ban the press and jail your opponents.
The first feature of a dictator is he's not elected. So Zelensky's not elected. He's also, he's banned a religious denomination. He's murdered his political opponents. He has banned a language group. Those all seem like features of dictatorship to me. Now, he has the support of the British intelligence agencies. That doesn't mean he's not a dictator, though. That sounds like a dictator. I mean, if I just gave you a piece of paper and I'm like, here are some qualities of a European leader, you would say, well, that's not legitimate. That guy's a dictator. I can't support that. But his name's Zelensky, and he was once a comedian, and he does my show, so he's not a dictator. I think it's a dictator.
Well, I